I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Hi everyone, so I haven't filmed a favourites video in absolutely ages, so I thought why not film a quick favourites video for you today. It's going to just be some current favourites, not necessarily of the month or whatever. I'm going to try and get into doing this monthly, but I've said that so many times before that it's just not even worth saying at this stage. I'm going to try, but if you don't see one next month, let's just call this current favourite products. I do apologise if I have red lipstick on my teeth during this, but I just can't wear like creamy red lipsticks without getting them all over my face. So if it's all over my face, just ignore it, just pretend it's not there. Just in case you're wondering, the lipstick I'm wearing is the Rimmel by Kate Moss lipstick in the shade number 10. And I've also done a complete affordable or drugstore makeup tutorial, whatever you want to call it, on this face I'm wearing right now. So stay tuned for that. I don't know if you'll see it before or after this video. It'll probably be after, but just keep your eyes peeled for it. And I show you 3 lip colours in that video as well, so it's not just red lips, because red lips are a little bit harder to wear for some people. So yeah, stay tuned for that affordable makeup look. So first up in today's favourites, I wanted to talk about some brushes. I've been liking quite a few brushes recently. So basically I've just been loving Zoeva brushes in general. I just think they are the bomb. I don't really have many Sigma brushes to compare it to, but what I do have of these I prefer to my couple of Sigma brushes that I have. So if that's any help to you when you're shopping, hopefully it is. But these are some of my favourite ones here. I have the Rose Gold collection, the newer Bamboo collection, and then just some of the regular brushes, which I absolutely love. This one is amazing for highlighting. It's a fan brush. This is great for blusher and just very precise highlighting or blushering. It's called the 105 highlight brush, so there you go. These ones are great for concealer blending. These flat brushes are amazing for getting eyeshadow packed onto the lid. There's just so many different kinds. I just love them, and they're so affordable in comparison to your more expensive makeup brush brands. And then this one here is the brow line brush number 322. I love this for filling in my brows with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. It works perfectly with it. So yeah, Zoeva get a huge thumbs up in my book. I am so ridiculously impressed with them. This is only a very small selection of the amount of ones that I love, but maybe I can do like a blog post of my favourites or something if you like. Just let me know in a comment below and I'll try my best to get around to doing that. Another brush I've been loving, which is unusual again, I don't really talk about brushes a lot, but it is the MAC 187 Duo Fiber brush. I'm sorry if it's a bit dirty, I did use it last night when I was filming. Yeah, so this is the 187 Duo Fiber brush, and this just blends product in amazingly. If you are in a hurry and you want to get a foundation on your face really quickly, this is such a great brush. It also stops you from using too much product, I find. I don't know, it just, whatever way it spreads the product across my face, I always seem to use less, and I always have a little bit left on the back of my hand, so I've started pumping out less of my foundation. So that's really good. I don't feel like it leaves any streakiness on me. I feel like it just, I don't know, it just gets the product on there in a nice, sheer, even veil of product, if that makes any sense at all. So yeah, that is the MAC 187. It is quite a bit more expensive than the Zoeva brand, but I do think this one brush is worth it. I think it might have been $60, I'm not 100% sure, but I will leave it in the description box below. Next up is a foundation I've been really loving over the last few months, and that is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. So this foundation has really good coverage. It sets to your skin, so you really feel like it's going to last all day, but it doesn't look powdery. It looks very, not dewy. It has a glow to it. I think that's why it says hydrating foundation. I didn't think this would necessarily be for people with oily skin or who prefer foundations directed towards oily skin, but this just lasts incredibly well on my skin, especially in the heat as well. I find it really good, especially if you wear a thin layer of it. And I'm just so impressed with the coverage, the longevity, and just the overall finish of it on my skin for such a high coverage foundation. I think it's a really good foundation to check out if you're in the market for a high coverage, long wearing foundation. I even have 2 shades of it now because I like it that much, so I would highly recommend this. Just, I love, love, love it. Next up on my list is a product that isn't out in Australia till June, but I had to mention it. It is the Laura Mercier Face Illuminator in the shade Indiscretion. When I put this on Instagram, people just went insane for it, and rightly so. It looks like melted gold. It's just incredible. I used it in my recent Chatty Get Ready With Me tutorial, so you can see it on my face, but that's it there. I don't know if you'll see it in that light, but it's a very rose goldy kind of highlight, and it just looks so beautiful. It is limited edition, so you're going to have to get your butt to the shops very quickly if you want to get that in June. Another 2 products from my recent Chatty Get Ready With Me. I'll link that below for you if you want to see it. These products are from Hourglass, and the first one is the shade Incandescent Electra in the blusher. This was a limited edition colour, but they've released it now in a single, and I love it. It's just the perfect corally, glowy blush. It's incredible. There's not really much more to say about it. I think everyone and their granny have talked about how incredible Hourglass blushes are, so I'm not going to say too much more. They're just really, really amazing. And then, of course, it is the Hourglass bronzer. This is the shade Luminous Bronze Light. This is a really natural looking glowy bronzer that you can just build up to look however you wish, whether you want kind of a strong bronze colour or whether you just want a nice sheen to the skin. It really is the ultimate like bronze goddess Victoria's Secret model bronzer. I'm in love with it, and it just hit the shops, I think it was last Monday in Australia, so I'm sure it's out in the UK and America because you usually get products before us. And I just love it. I think it is so worth it. Definitely go in store and have a little swatch if you can, but I love it. I think it's going to be one of my new go-to bronzers. Love! Next up, I have a couple of affordable products, and the first one is my L'Oreal Lumi Magique Pure Light Primer. I have been obsessed with this lately. I've always liked it, I've always used it, but lately I just cannot get enough of it. It's actually like down to about here. I really need to pick up a new one. Recently I threw out my MAC strobe lotion because it had gone off, and I don't know, I just prefer how this feels on the skin. I feel like it's a little bit thicker than the strobe lotion, and I just like kind of the smoothing effect it has on my skin. I don't know if it's even supposed to do that, but between the smoothing effect that I feel and the glowiness, I just love it. It's amazing, and I think I will pick this up instead of the strobe lotion in the future. But I haven't tried the strobe cream, so I might have to give that a go and compare it to this one because this is thicker and I know the strobe cream is thicker. So if you've tried both, let me know in the comment section below what you think. But I just love this. I think it's amazing, and I've been using it every single day. Next up is the Maybelline Master Graphic Marker Liquid Liner, I think it's called, yeah. When I first got this, I was like, no way in hell am I gonna like this. I literally just wrote it off without even trying it because I just hate this kind of Sharpie style marker pen that is really stiff, and it's just not my kind of thing. But then one day I couldn't find my normal liquid liner, so I started to use it, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to get an even line on your eye. I am absolutely horrendous at liquid liner, like horrendous at it. It takes me forever. I often have to use sellotape or sticky tape just to even get the line looking anyway decent. But with this, I feel like you can just kind of stamp your wing on the end and then stamp along your lash line, and it's just there. I don't know, it's just, I feel so bad because I just wrote it off completely when I first tried it. Like, I was just like, no, I'm not gonna like that. But it's turned out to be such a good product, and I'm really enjoying it. It lasts really well, and it's really black as well, so might be worth checking out if you're in the market for a new liquid liner. Next up, I have 2 mascaras. The first one is the Benefit Roller Lash, and I wasn't sure of this one at first. It was another Benefit product that was very, very hyped up. I wasn't sure of it, but I've decided I really, really like it. The length and separation that I get on my lashes with this is incredible. I already have very curly lashes. When I wear mascara, I never curl my lashes. My lashes always just hit up here on my eyes anyway. I've been blessed with very curly lashes. But the lengthening and lifting effect I get at the roots with this is incredible, and I feel like it just makes my lashes look like they go on for days. I think it's amazing. The only problem I have with it is that when I wore it on an extremely, extremely hot day here in Australia, it did smudge under my eyes down onto my concealer, which I don't often have problems with. And another little thing that I don't like is that it never feels completely 100% dry. I don't know what it is. It's not wet. It's not like creating dots around my eyes, but I just feel like it's always a tiny bit sticky or tacky. So that might be something to watch out for if you don't like that, but I'm willing to overlook that because of the incredible lengthening results that I get. So it's up to you then how you feel after that and what your taste in mascara is. Everyone has such different taste, so there you go. The next mascara I have is the Laura Mercier Faux Lash Mascara in the shade Black. This has a huge wand, so it's very different to the roller lash. I'll actually compare the wands for you. This is a plastic curved wand, as you can see there, and this is a very big, thick, bristly wand. The Laura Mercier one is amazing for volume. So with this one, I feel like I get lots of lift and curl, lots of volume at the root, and then separation at the ends. Whereas the roller lash one is more just separation the whole way through, whereas this will give you that kind of voluminous clumpiness at the root that you want, but separated at the end. I used it in the same video. I wore the Hourglass bronzer and blusher, so I'll link that below so you can check it out and see it going on the eyes. I don't have either of these mascaras on today because I filmed a drugstore makeup look today, but yeah, I really like both of them. I don't often find mascaras that wow me because a lot of mascaras work well on my lashes. I do have quite good lashes, but these two I have seen a very, very big difference with. So if you're in the market for a new mascara, they're worth checking out. Next I have a lip balm, and I'm not going to go on about this for too long, but I've just really been enjoying it. I know a lip balm is quite a simple thing, but this is the Clarins Jolie Balm, or else it's called the Daily Energizer Balm as well. It's just a nice lip balm that smells very fruity and is really, really hydrating on the lips. But the nice kind of little bit of difference about this is that when it touches your lips, the colour adjusts to the natural pH of your lips or something like that, and you just kind of get a nice pinky glow on the lips. It's not like colour, it's just nicer than natural lips. It's just that little bit of hint of something extra, and I just thought I'd mention it. I think it's really, really nice, and as far as I know, I think this entire tube is recyclable from what I was told, so that's really good as well. Another lip product I have that I've been absolutely in love with lately is the Clinique Pop Lip Colour and Primer. This is such a gorgeously packaged lipstick. It's a completely new range from Clinique. I think it's out here in Australia now. If not, I'll leave the date below. And this is the number 4 Beige Pop, and it is just the most gorgeous beigey pinky nude for every day. It's just lovely. I also use that in that Chatty Get Ready With Me as well. You're probably sick of me repeating products, but I just love it. I think the formula is great. I think the pigmentation is great, and I just think it's an amazing new lipstick line to be excited about. I think sometimes you can get a bit sick of like MAC or just the usual ones everyone raves about, so it's nice that Clinique has brought something new to the table. Next up I have a concealer, and this is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. It looks a bit shabby right now because all of the writing is wearing off, and I used it last night for a tutorial and I can't find the lid, so it looks like a homeless concealer. But this concealer is incredible. It has the most amazing coverage. It's very thick, but it doesn't feel too heavy on the under eye. It conceals darkness and bags like no other. The second you put it on, they're gone. It's amazing. I often use a tiny bit of this just on the darkness of my bags and right in the inner corner. And then I will follow up with my regular concealer, whether that is the NARS one or the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and use that for highlighting then. But this is what you want for the bags. This is the shade Neutral Medium. I haven't tried any other shades of it. It's quite a pinky light tone, so that's obviously why it's perfect for counteracting that purpleness. But it's also supposed to cover scarring and tattoos and all that kind of stuff, so it's a very heavy duty concealer. So if you're in the market for one, this might be one to check out for you. I just have fallen head over heels in love with it, and it's changed my under eye life. Oh my god, that sounds like so dramatic, but it's true. It's true. I don't often talk about false lashes on my channel because they just look awful on me. So many of them are too big for my eyes. I have quite hooded eyes, and a lot of lashes just kind of like stick out at odd angles on me and just swamp my eyes. But a pair that I have found that I really, really like are the Ardell Natural Lashes. They're still in there because I've already used them, but you're not really going to see them. I just wanted to show you the packaging. It's these ones here. They're just called the Ardell Naturals. So if you find that so many lashes are just too dramatic on you and they're just too much for your eyes or too heavy on your eyes, these add a nice bit of fluffiness and length but my boyfriend couldn't even tell I was wearing them. I asked him, I was like, do you like my new lashes? And he was just like, oh, you're wearing lashes, they look so natural. So, well, he didn't say it like so natural, but he was just like, oh, go away, like they look really, really good. So if you're a lash hater like me and you just have a really bad relationship with the lashes, I would check these ones out, and they're not too expensive either. Last up is a skincare item that I received at an event a while ago. I've been using this for ages now and I have noticed huge results. It is the La Prairie Rapid Response Booster. So this is a serum that you apply morning and night, and you apply it before your moisturizer, and I had to run away and grab another memory card there. But this serum you apply morning and night before your moisturizer, and it's supposed to improve your fine lines and just the overall tone and texture of your skin, and aid the cell renewal process, and just to help you have youthful and radiant skin and just kind of diminish any fine lines. I have noticed huge results with this. I noticed that all of my expression lines and frown lines in my forehead have gotten a lot less obvious, or more shallow, like they're not quite as deep. And I noticed a big difference in my laugh lines along here, and just the overall tone and texture of my skin looked so much better. But the only thing about this is that it is very, very expensive. I think it's around the $300 mark. I know that's like, whoa, expensive, and you're probably thinking, Michelle, why are you recommending something so expensive? And normally I don't, but I really feel like this is worth the investment to anyone who is really into skincare. I know not everyone that watches me is, but I know that a lot of you are as well. I feel like when it comes to skincare, you have to think about your face as a long-term investment. So if you were to buy a Chanel bag or a Prada bag, you would look after that, you would spend thousands on it, and you would look after it like a baby. And you have to think about the fact that you can buy another Chanel bag, but you can't buy another face. So if you're going to spend $300 or £300 on a pair of Christian Louboutin shoes, or thousands of dollars on a Chanel handbag, if you have that kind of budget, you really should be spending as much as you can on your face, because you only get one. And even though you can have surgery and you can get chemical peels and you can do all of that expensive stuff as well, prevention is always better than cure. So I'm going to do a more in-depth blog post about this. I will link my blog below in case you don't have the link for that. But I just wanted to mention it kind of quickly at the end here, because I do believe in, you know, more affordable skincare. I have a lot of affordable products that I love, but I also have a few very expensive products that I do feel like are worth the money. So maybe that's something I could talk about in another video if you want me to, but I just thought I would mention this quickly on the end. So the price is really kind of like hurts your eyes when you look at the price, but the product is fantastic. So those are all the favorites I have to show you today. I hope you liked them and maybe found something new to add to your shopping list. Let me know what your favorites of the month were. I love hearing what you guys are loving, because then that adds to my shopping list about what I need to be trying. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you again very soon.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
If I find my way home, wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me.